military nurse sentenced to life for murdering patients. Former nurse Niles Howell has been sentenced to life imprisonment for the murder of 85 more people while on duty in German hospitals until 2005. He is Germany's worst beaten serial killer. Serial killer and former nurse Niles Howell was sentenced on Thursday to life in prison for the murder of 85 patients. The judge, Sebastian Bergman, had told the convicted man that his guilty was unimaginable. The judge had remarked that he felt like an accountant of death and said that the worst fantasy wasn't enough to describe the truth. Howell was originally sentenced of having murdered 100 patients while on duty as a nurse from June 1999 until 2005. The victims were people of all ages and backgrounds, some in bad health and others on the mend. The people had trusted the medical centers in Lower Saxony, where Howells worked with their lives. The court in Oldenburg handed down Germany's most severe form of a life sentence, which precludes a chance of an early release after serving 15 years. A prisoner sentenced to life imprisonment can usually apply for a parole after 15 years, but if the court judges there is a severe gravity of guilty, as it did case Howell, parole can be delayed for a non-specific period beyond that time. While he worked in different hospitals in Germany, Howell deliberately induced cardiac arrest in the patients by injecting them with different drugs, and then resuscitated them to win everyone's admiration. It's horrible, horrible case. Now, let's go with my partners. Thank you.
Smart Sound.
I'm Aline from Boston News. Let's look our weather. Today, this morning, it was cold and cloudy, but now it's beautiful and sunny. Later tonight, it will rain and the temperature will go down to 10 degrees. And there's more crazy weather this week. Let's look. On Monday, will be sunny and cloudy. Then on Wednesday will be cloudy for 37 degrees and will be rainy and Friday too. And the temperature will be 44 degrees and 39 degrees. It will be very wet day those days. And Saturday and Sunday don't rain and will be only cloudy with a little bit of sun. Bye. Thank you for watching and have a nice week.
Audio Jungle.
To all the viewers. Today in the sports section we have many news. Also the expected interview with the famous Mexican swimmer Noemi Valadez that will compete in the upcoming Olympic Games. So let's go first with the information. The national team of Mexico began his participation in the tournament the Golden Cup. Won 7-0 to the team of Cuba. In the same tournament, the selection of the Panama won 2-0 to the team of the other side of the continent also began the American Cup, with the match between the Argentina team and Colombia team. In news from Mexican athletes, the famous swimmer Noemi Valadez is qualified for the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020, and Maui, the best player in Mexico, is going to play in the Real Madrid the next season. In last Thursday game of the Golden State Warriors against the Toronto Raptors, the Canadian team managed to get the victory. In this way, they became the new champions of the NBA. In the Women's World Cup, the Brazilian player Marta scored her 17th goal and broke the record of the most goals in World Cup. The federation is prepared to represent Mexico in the Pan American Games Lima 2019. Mexico is expected to be the country with the most medals in this competition. Now, let's continue with the interview of the week with the athlete Noemi, who will participate in the next Olympic Games, Tokyo 2020. Good morning, everybody. We are with the famous swimmer Noemi Valadez. How are you, Noemi?
I'm fine, thanks.
Well, let's start with the questions.
Okay.
How do you feel about representing your country in the most important event of the year?
I'm very happy. I'm training myself all these years for this.
What is your main motivation?
My family and improve every day, and of course my country.
And who is your sport idol or your model role to follow in the sports?
Michael Phelps,
Why Michael Phelps?
because he is the best swimmer and he have won a lot of prizes.
How much time do you train every day?
8 hours every day for a year.
Oh my god.
It's a lot of time.
It's a lot of time.
But it's enough. It's necessary.
It's necessary to win. Well, from me and the whole team, we hope you succeed and you can win some medal for Mexico, but especially for you. Thank you for giving us this interview.
Thanks to you.
Thank you. We go back to the studio.